before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all 3 bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get cash back, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Community Wealth. Today we're going to discuss a little bit more information about the PPP and what's going on with it. I know some of you are still getting funded. Some of you guys are going from lender funding back to the previous status of lender submitting and SBA processing, and going back to lender submitting and things like that. But some of you guys are still getting funded. Some of you guys are going to secondary review. But still, it's some funds left. But we're going to go into what's really going on with that, and the fact that Womply and other different lenders and brokers are trying to still get funds from the SBA for more PPP, but there's no update on what's going on with that right now. But without further ado, let's get into the article. Here what the article says: SBA's remaining PPP loan funding continues to dwindle. This was as of May 24th, 2021. The Small Business Administration's Paycheck Protection Program PPP loan funding continues to dwindle as time runs out for new applications. The agency has just $2.5 billion left to make new loans, according to a note sent to PPP lenders May 21st. Right now, only so-called community financial institutions such as community development financial institutions and micro lenders are allowed to make loans under a congressionally mandated set aside. That's the minority lenders I always talk about. That set aside had about $6.5 billion as of May 17th. The SBA has made more than 6 million loans for nearly $266 billion in 2021, according to SBA data through May 17th. That's it. Thought it was more than that. This is the first time I read the article, so I thought it was more than that, but that's about it. Wait a minute. There's more to this. Wait a minute. Where the rest of this at? Okay. Okay, here we go. So that's pretty much it, everybody. So the PPP funds are dwindling. They're down to $2.5 billion for the micro lenders, all of the minority lenders. $2.5 billion. We don't know how long that's going to last. I mean, they had $6.5 billion. I think you said $6.5 billion. So they ran up $4 billion in about a week. All right. About a week and a half, they ran up about $4 billion. So $2.5 billion, that's not much left. Okay. Now, not to mention they may give funds back because of fraud and things like that, but we'll see how this goes. But we're still waiting to see if they're going to give more money. There are a lot of people that still haven't received the PPP. There are a lot of people who've been waiting for months to receive PPP. There's a lot of people that's been waiting months to receive the EIDL grant. So it's kind of weird how things are going about with this PPP situation. But the minority lenders are still paying out. Womply are still transferring people over to minority lenders, but we still don't know what's going on. There are a lot of you people who still haven't been funded yet. Your statuses keep changing. Your lenders are disappearing. And so we don't really know what's going on with this whole situation. But as I mentioned in previous videos, whether I talk about the PPP, the EIDL, or the unemployment, I always emphasize that a way you don't have to worry about that is getting yourself together. I know you're tired of hearing me talk about this, but this is very important. Because while you're sitting here waiting for these loans to go through that you may not get, or these grants to go through that you may not get, and if you do, that's great. But in addition to that, or if you don't get it, you must get your credit straight. Let me emphasize that again. You must get your credit straight. I wish you could see my hands right now. I'm not on film. I'm not on video. But you got to get your credit straight. You got to get to 680. 650 is fine. You got to get to 680. That's where great life begins in credit. So in order for you to know where you're at right now, click the credit monitoring link in the description and get started so you can see where your credit is at. You're going to get your 3 free reports and your 3 free credit scores, which is more important than the 3 free reports because you can get that through annualcreditreport.com, but you're not going to get your score. So you need to get your 3 scores: your Experian, your TransUnion, and your Equifax. Your Experian, your TransUnion, and your Equifax, and it's not Vantage, these are actual FICO scores. The FICO scores are the ones that the lenders use. So click the credit monitoring link in the description, sign up, get your 3 free credit scores from FICO and your 3 free reports. Again, 3 credit scores: Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, FICO. So your 3 FICO scores and your 3 reports. All right. So click that link. I know I got to emphasize that because a lot of you not understanding. You need to know where you're at. You need to know your scores. You need the scores. Okay? You need the FICOs. If you need funding, you got to get your credit, your credit score up. You got to get your credit report looking good. You got to get your profile right. That's what you have to do to get funding. You won't be worried about no PPP and no EIDL. You get your credit report right. Get your credit profile right. You get your credit score up. You get a 650, 680. Bam! You're in the door. You're gonna get you a $20,000 credit card. Even if you're gonna get $20,000, you might get a $10,000 credit card. Remember, you're not getting anything from PPP right now. You're not getting a grant. And if you are, that's just an extra $10,000. And check this out. If you get $10,000 to $20,000 on a credit card, guess what's gonna happen? That's revolving. That does not disappear. If you pay that money back, you can use it again. You get that PPP money, whether you get it forgiven or not. Once you use it, it's gone forever. You can't use it again. So think about it. Even if you go and use the money how you're supposed to use it, right? It's going out now. What? Now check this out. What if you get the grant? Now you get the grant. You get the EIDL grant. You take that grant money and you go turn around and you turn that grant money and double it. But remember, that money is still pretty much gone. Now think of it this way. You get $10,000 on a credit card. You take that $10,000 and you double it. You pay that $10,000 back. You can use that $10,000 again, and it reports on your credit report, and it makes your credit score go up. If you take the $10,000 grant, you use that grant money to go build your business, it doesn't do anything for your credit. You don't have access to more funding. You just use that $10,000 again. But it's not doing anything for you other than building your business. If you use the credit card, not only are you paying the money back, you can reuse it again. It's also reporting to the credit bureaus that you're paying this card on time and you have a good utilization. Utilization is best under 10%. So if you got a $10,000 credit card, you want to be at $1,000 or more by the payment cycle end date. So if your cycle ends, so like your payment due date is on the 9th, your cycle is going to end on the 12th or the 11th or the 12th, one of those days. Long as you're down to $1,000 or less on the 11th or the 12th, that's going to report to the credit bureaus, and you're going to be under 10%. And that's going to boost your score up tremendously. Now, not only that you'll be able to reuse the $10,000 again to grow your business, you're also going to get a higher credit score because of it. That's what you want to do with credit. That's what you want to do with your profile. That's how you want to get that score up. But you don't know where you're at until you know. And once you know where you're at, you know where you're going. So click the credit monitoring link in the description. Sign up for your free credit monitoring. Go ahead and get your 3 FICO scores, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, and also get your 3 reports so you know where you're at. Also, once you know where you're at and you get those funds, check out Be Free. You can check out Be Free even before then so you can see where you're going. And learn how I got 5 properties for $5,500. 3 houses, 2 parcels of land. $5,500. Okay? You can also learn digital marketing there. You can also learn how to maneuver in the stock market, Forex, cryptocurrency, and they also talk about credit there as well. If you want to know how I got $1,000 in cash back, go ahead and click the cash back link. Send them to the cash back sites. Alright? Very easy. It's like a discount on your shopping. So I'm telling you, there's nothing like having your credit profile right. The PPP funds are dwindling. They may not put it back, and if they do, who knows when it's going to happen. EIDL, who knows what's going to happen with that? If you got the funds or you didn't. Even if you got the funds from both, I got funds from both. But guess what? I'm still working on my credit to this day. I got videos about the credit. All right. And again, like I told you in the other video, I love this story. I just got approved a week ago for a $63,000 auto loan. I showed you in the last video. With EIDL, I believe it was a supplemental. Yeah, I believe it was a supplemental EIDL video. Now I showed that I got approved for a $63,000 auto loan. Okay? Because of my credit. Had nothing to do with me getting SBA funds or unemployment funds. It has nothing to do with that. It was my credit that got me the $63,000 loan from Capital One. And I also got my credit card limit doubled. Okay? I got it. Doubled. The same day I got approved, I got the limit doubled. So I'm not talking what I don't know. Get your credit profile together, people. Alright? I'm not going to keep this long today. I'm not going to show you the $63,000 loan. Just go to the supplemental payment video. Go to that. You'll see the $63,000 loan. I got it. Because of my credit. Alright? So check out the links in the description, people. Credit monitoring. Be Free for Entrepreneurship. And cash back. Check out those links in the description. Like and subscribe to the video. Hope they give us some more PPP funds, but we don't know how it's going to go. But get your credit together. Subscribe to It's So AC. And until the next video, everybody, let's get this money.